Welcome to Rolling with the Dolans. I'm Patrick Dolan.
And I'm Tamika Dolan. Our podcast focuses on the joys and challenges of blending families, our interracial marriage, parenting children of multiple ages, and the journey of entrepreneurship. We share our daily life experiences with a positive but real perspective.
All right, and today's topic is focused on goal setting.
Okay.
First of all, why is goal setting important?
Because if you don't have a goal, you will just be existing,
And existing which way?
not in a great positive way.
Okay. Just to give you a general idea, like me, and we can both talk a little bit about what we do for goal setting. I'm very goal oriented, so I feel like every day I need to have micro goals in a way, and then I need to achieve those. And then I have the monthly goals that we've talked about plenty of times before when it comes to exercise and running and things like that. And then we have our business goals. How do you use goals in your daily life?
Whew. Do I set goals or what some of my goals?
And this is a goal right here that we're doing right now.
So I agree that we try to set like a daily goal, goals with a S, weekly and monthly and quarter. I don't think we really do monthly, but I think we do quarterly. I think we do daily, weekly, and quarterly, right?
Yeah, we got to do better our monthly, I think, or quarterly. We have our little board that we did for our quarterly, but we need
Vision
to,
board.
yep, got to
Hmm.
keep a little bit better track of it.
Hmm.
And then, do you think it's very easy to get distracted from accomplishing our goals?
Absolutely. Everybody does.
And what do you do to try to stay motivated?
Yeah. I just rely on Mr. Dolan.
And
What do
then
you do?
me, it depends. I'm better at some things than others. Some things we've talked a lot about. She gets on me a little bit about my 100-mile a month running goal. Like I am determined to do it. I can make sure. But some of these other goals that seem harder, a little bit more fuzzy, the fuzzier it is, the easier it is just to be like, I'll take care of it next time. And the other thing that I do is one of my goals is to have really tasks on a regular basis. And I use a app for that. It's Remember the Milk I use for that.
Mm.
And
You
it
still
helps
use
me.
that?
Yeah, I've been using that thing for nearly 15 years,
Mm.
thousands and thousands of tasks. And when I'm on top of that, I notice it's a lot easier for me to stay on top of my goals.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely need to. I'm old fashioned, so I write it down. And then it's something about scratching it off that feels better to me.
And one of the things that we've noticed is we've had multiple conversations with different people as far as sometimes it seems like people are struggling to figure out what they want to do, what's going on. And I think that we both feel that a lot of times it's because they lack clarity in some of their goals. Or they just don't have any. And it's hard to really set your sights on nothing.
Yeah, but don't you feel like that's probably like a generational thing too?
Some of it, yeah, but I've known people our age as well that have a tough time.
Setting goals?
Or just creating that kind of vision of what they want to do. And that's the tough thing is it gets down to what are the different types of motivators to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think if you have to list out some of the motivators of what the end result is for a lot of different people?
For me, I'm motivated because I feel like I'm in a season of my life where I want to do more service to others. So that motivates me. Obviously, like I hate to say money, but money has to be a motivator in order to do the things that are bigger for us, like buying a vacation house or going on vacation or like going to dinner or like things that we like to do to make memories with our family.
Yeah, so I'm very accomplishment driven. I do like it gets back to the daily tasks and things like that. So for me, if I don't do something, I get disappointed with myself. And it's do I want to be disappointed in myself? And so then I know that there's other people who have their vision of climbing the ladder, the corporate ladder. They want status, and there's nothing wrong with that for some people. And,
Yeah.
that's especially early on in some people's career. That's what they feel like is necessary. Me, what's necessary is family and God and Those things come before anything else. And it gets back to the vacations and the time. That's really what's important to me. And the accomplishment thing is helpful because it makes sure that I do make some money. Given money isn't a big factor of motivation for me, at least it's necessary, like you said, to do some of the other things. And if you're setting some of those goals and you're achieving things, those things naturally come as well.
Oh, I have a trick question. Can you have a successful marriage if your goal, not really goals, but your reason for setting goals are not aligned? Because I feel like, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. For us, our whole goal is to serve other people and to make memories for our family, right? So, what happens? Do you think that you could be in a successful marriage if your goals and visions are different?
I think that that's a good conversation, good topic for
Maybe
conversation.
another.
Yeah, it could be good because it gets pretty philosophical. I think that's a lot of times where people get divorced. I think especially when you're younger, you have goals that are aligned and then they go different directions. Some
That's
people are like,
true.
I want to spend time with family or I want to have a family, or
Mhm.
people get just so involved with their career that they
Mhm.
forget about everything else. And that's where you see people fall apart. I think it's easy when you're young and excited about your marriage and things like that. You're in the honeymoon period and then you don't have those goals that align, and then they separate your goals, which ends in separation. And I think the fact that we do have very similar goals that helps us maintain our relationship and grow our relationship versus have differences of opinion as far as what we want to do and achieve. And I think that having that even though they're not exact, but the overall common idea, we know that we love going on vacation, know that we want to spend time with our family. We know
Right.
the major things are aligned. It helps us with our relationship as well.
Yeah, we should do another podcast about that.
Yep, definitely. Definitely. And the main thing is one, I think, just to recap things, I think it's important to set goals. So, whatever it is, you give you something to do, a reason to get up today, whether or not it's just to make enough money to pay the light bill, or you have some other purpose of making money for a vacation, you definitely need to just start setting some of these goals for yourself. And what do you think the comment, the most important takeaway is?
Oh, so when you were talking about it's important to set goals because then you're like, okay, I'm going to get up today because my goal is blah, blah, blah. But I'm a big believer in, same for you too, is I believe that you should figure out what you love to do, what your passion is, and then find a way to make money to do that passion. So the thing that we talk about a lot is like mental illness and how I want to say this generation, but honestly, it's not just a younger generation. It could be us too, like you said earlier. But if you don't have something that you're passionate about, then it's hard to set goals. So I would just suggest that people have a passion first, figure out what that is, and then set goals that are centered around that passion. You
Yeah,
agree?
absolutely. I think that
That's the takeaway.
definitely agree. So I think that there's a lot more that I want to cover when it comes to goals, but we can get a little bit more specific as far as what we're trying to achieve in some future discussions.
Yeah, I agree. All right.
So for now, tune in next time when we have some additional discussions, and feel free to chime in, leave comments, and get involved in our discussion in any way.
And then you're supposed to say, go subscribe.
Oh, exactly. Make sure you like, subscribe wherever you're hearing this or seeing this.
Uh-huh.
Make sure you click on those little buttons so you can hear more about everything coming up.
Yes. All right. So you want to wrap this up or you want me to?
I would love it if you do.
Okay. I hope everyone has an amazing day.
I think you need to have an exceptional day and a beautiful week.
And I think you need to have a magnificent week. And is that it?
And that's it. Until next time.
All right. Bye.
Bye.